Hello, Brick fans. Welcome to another live build. Today we are building 70403 Dragon Mountain. Should be a kick. Kick off some chat here. It's working. Well, I worked. Let's see if anyone else shows up in chat. Just that little bit. Kick this down here. All right. Let's get started. I've gotten a little bit of guff about there not being enough castle on BrickNerd. Not from a post standpoint, but from a review standpoint. And since there's castle out in the stores right now, it seems like a perfect time to do it. Put that back there. That worked. A cool red dragon. One. What's up? Nobody in chat. Come talk to me. All right. So we've got 3 bags, 2 base plates, and the polybag dragon. One mangled instruction sheet. Lego, please fix this problem. It's like every set that I open, if it doesn't have that cardboard backing in there, then it's trashed. Doesn't matter how old the set is. It shows up at the store, jacked up. I don't know if you guys can hear the pigeon outside. All right, let's open bag 1 here and get to work. Oops. I actually have a second little ball bag inside there. There will be a brief intermission at the 10 o'clock mark because I have to register for Comic-Con. Get my professional badge. All right, so let's build a knight first, or 2. Let's see, it's going to be one in the shiny pants. All right, that bird can leave anytime he feels like. Nice smirky face there. Don't want to. Mistake 1. I'll go for the face of resolve over the face of total tear. Mainly because I relate to this one too much. All right. On his helmet and his shoulder whip pads. It's got a nice little blue plume on top. cool little shield. A nice classic round tip sword. Figure number 1. Not sure what the quality is like. Hopefully you can see that. My internet connection leaves a lot to be desired. I'll say that. Let's build figure 2 here. He's got kind of a sideways grin. Is chat not working? Doesn't seem to be working. Thought it was working. I don't know how long that bird's going to be there, but it's driving me nuts. All right. Second figure. So much shiny. There's a extra face mask. Not sure if it's supposed to have that or not. Let's look. No inventory in the back. Interesting. Oh, there it is. Can't find it. Yeah, this is riveting broadcasting, folks. Oh, there it is. Shows 1X in the back, so that is a spare part. Kind of a cool spare. Normally you just get, a couple of those. All right, and now let's build a dragon. Just your classic Lego dragon. Bird's driving nuts. That's pretty good. Guess I kind of skipped ahead in the instructions because I know how to build these. But, rawr. Put his wings on here. Howdy, viewers. Somebody send me a message. Let me know the chat's working. If it's even possible to work. If you can't get in it, mail me at Tommy at BrickNerd.com and say, hey, chat's broken. Because I can't see you. There's nobody in here. I'm all alone. I see 3 of you are watching presently. I'll try to be semi-entertaining. This goes together like every other dragon I've ever built. And so many units. Here we go. One dragon. Pretty cool. Got a big flame. Alright, looks like the other parts in here are to build the catapult. So let's get to work on that. Got an email. Someone telling me that chat's broken. Minifig Nick is trying to chat, but that pigeon is drowning him out. Yeah. If anyone happens to be in the area with a shotgun, kind of cool construction. Actually uses a grate piece for the bottom of it. Kind of neat. So without people in chat, I have no idea what to talk about. Guess I will have to decide upon my own amusing anecdote. Castle is actually one of my fondest childhood themes. These days I don't totally mess that up. I had it turned around. Flips to that side. I'll blame you guys because once I was showing you how it looked, because that's how it messed up. Yeah, that's it. somewhere in a box in the garage, I actually have 2 original Lego minifigs, Castle minifigs from my childhood. It is the only remaining pieces of my Lego collection as a kid. I had my collection stolen out of storage while I was away trying to break into the movie business. And, those pieces, for some reason, were in a different box and were salvaged. I think that's my first blue round tile. 1x1 round tile. There they are. Chat appears to just not be working. That sort of sucks. Works for me. Or you guys just don't want to talk to me. Or not. All right. Oops, that's the wrong hole. I can't, there's only one hole. What the heck? All right. Play action. Get it on the outside. Those serve no purpose to just look cool. These just spin. That actually actuates it. All right. Oh, very important. Don't shoot balls at your friend's head. Adding wheels is not the last step. Very atypical. This is just a decorative badge on the front. Right there. And a couple of spears. Because if you're failing at the whole throwing stuff at them, maybe you can just jab them. All right. 1 catapult. Cool. And our 1 lonely piece of ammo. Firing test. So I don't think that's going to instill too much terror in the enemy. Otherwise it becomes a quirky snack. We don't want that. Alright. On to bag 2. We got 2 more figures in this bag. It's interesting that figures are in multiple bags now. It used to always be in bag one. And I heard, I don't know if it's been substantiated anywhere, the reason Lego does this now is because thieves were breaking into the boxes and just yanking out bag one so that they get the figures. So there was all these poor boxes sitting on shelves with a hole in the side and one bag missing. So it doesn't really impact the play, the build time much. Although classically, while I'm building, if my wife is hanging out, she'll build the minifigs because she likes to. So I'll hand those off to her. And it used to keep her busy for quite a while when a whole bunch of minifigs would come out of the bag at once. Now I have to stagger them to her. But she still enjoys them. Someone's enjoying some grog and a hunk of cheese. Tried to keep the music a little lower this time so that YouTube doesn't put the smackdown on me for licensed music in the background. Their little analyzer just goes through and says, hey, you're not allowed to use this stuff in your music or in your video. And I'm not cutting to it or anything, it's just background noise. I'm not going to try and put on the royalty-free music or something like that. That would be lame. Okay. This appears to be our queen. Speaking of royalty. A little crown on her head. We also have a Black Knight. Looks pretty stern. Not sure if he's the bad guy or not. Appears to be. Yep. He's the bad guy, one of the bad guys. We have a bad guy and an evil wizard in this set. Oh yeah. He looks very angry. Clearly an uptight individual. I don't know if fiber in his diet or somebody running over his puppy. I'm not sure what's the matter with this guy, but clearly he has issues. Classic shield. And he's got a pointy sword. Figure 4. My arm is growing. Alright, where was I? I got so excited to build the rest of this that I forgot to put the figures together. Skipped over a step. Alright. Get a little torch here. Here's the torch. I did warn you, by the way, that it's going to be boring. Aha! There it is. Excitement can resume. It's amazing how you can lose that one part. There's only 50 on the table, right in front of you. You can spend a minute looking for one part that is somehow missing, not there. Just don't make the mistake of saying, "Oh, Lego didn't send me that part," because their failure rate, mispack rate, is ridiculously low, like 1 in 6 million. Chances are it's your fault. I love these slopes. I don't know why I didn't use more of them. They're cool. Put that piece on there. And I wish the chat worked. This was a lot more fun last time. I could communicate, talk to people. Tower's taking shape. It's awful drafty though. Look at those holes inside. Why would you build it like that? Oh, that's that part there. Obviously, that's where the stairwell is going to go, and that is just a big hole in the wall. One piece. And our stairwell. It's kind of cool. Variable colors. I think I've done that yet. One stairwell. Expertly put in place. There we go. Just on top like that. The connections on these things are always a bit funky. This one here has a 2x2 plate or a tile with a stud in the center that's holding in place there. And then this one is just kind of hooked over bar coming off a 1x2. Every set that's had these in it has always been a little hinky on how to put that thing together. It needs to be like a dedicated top tile and a dedicated bottom, or top step and bottom step that actually have studs and key into something. In my opinion. And some foliage. Some greenery. We'll make a little torch here. Top of a tall slope. There it is. And some fire. That looks pretty good. Here's where we're at so far. Extra sword. Cool. All right. Set that aside and move on to this piece. Don't know what it is, but we'll find out soon. There's no predetermined time that this thing's going to end. I put in 2 hours to give myself more than enough time to set it up, but clearly I will be done before that is up. And when it's over and built, I will call it good. All right. I'm going to get to use one of the new lock bits. This will be impossible for you to see, but I'll show you anyway. It's a little 1x1 round tile with a lock printed on it. Kind of cool. Comic-Con registration in 28 minutes. Once again, my corgis are being very nice. Take a nap while I build. Normally, just going bananas. I'm trying to run all over the place and bringing me the ball so that I can play. Progress check. Haven't messed up too bad yet. Don't have a running booth tally on this episode. It's looking like the Wizard's Tower thing there. Yep. The jail cell where our heroine will be. This bag is almost done. And more email. Anyone watching who is not a subscriber, I welcome you to hit the subscribe button. I'll try to make it worth your while. It's an entertaining episode every other week. Live videos like this one, which so far is a little lame, but they're all going to be lame. Video reviews from time to time. All kinds of other surprises. Also on Facebook at the BrickNerd, I think. Let's double check before I send it to the wrong place. Yes, the BrickNerd. Facebook/the BrickNerd. And the BrickNerd on Twitter. And that's mainly because somebody's squatting on BrickNerd on both of those places. So I can't have it. So I added a the at the end, or at the beginning. Clever. Huh? Sort of. Is Lego ever really broken? No. I suppose it is a really trashy part, but that's one of the brilliant things about Lego. Even when it comes apart, just put it right back together. Right. Let's do that. Let's get the little flags on it. It's got scary spikes on it. And that's that little bit right there. Jail cell to put the heroin in. Although I have to wonder if you're going to bother to put a gate on this side, you might want to close the back. And put together. My growing pile of extra parts. They're very generous with the extra stuff in this set. Got an extra lock so far, a blue plume, extra crown, extra flame. Assuming these spikes go someplace else, so I won't call them extra yet. We shall see. Not a whole bunch in this one. Put all these rock bits here. Ooh, shiny. I was a little skeptical when I opened or saw the picture on the box after the bit of a debacle with these particular parts on the Pirates of the Caribbean sets. They showed these metallized, vacuum metallized chromed pieces on the box. But when you open it up, it was a lame pearl gold color. So people in the know complained, like me, not that I'm a real complainer, and got them actually to send out. Well, first they sent me the same thing again. So I had two sets. I called them back up and said, no. I thought the problem with that was missing. I have one of those. The problem is you showed me nice shiny parts on the front of the box. And what's inside here is decidedly not shiny. So eventually, in the mail, I got a nice set of chrome pieces. And I'm still waiting to find a use for them, unfortunately. That's the real pathetic part, because they're still in the plastic bag that they sent me the parts in. So I feel a little guilty about that. Only a little, though. 17 minutes to Comic-Con. This guy's got a pretty cool little beard, an evil lizard beard. Kind of hard to see what it looks like, but completely lost against his black chest piece. Where's the head? Oh, and another very stern looking individual. Clearly been stuck over that tower too long. Alright, a little bit of wizard staff here. That and that. And two horn bits, whatever those are called. Barbs. And our fifth and final figure of this set, an evil wizard. And you can tell the beard is pretty much lost against his chest piece there, unless you reflect the light off of it. Staff's pretty cool though. It's kind of neat. Alright. all showing up. Get one now. Yes, I know. All right. Home stretch here. Our last bag. But if I can't find the parts, it'll last a lot longer. Place. How cool is this, by the way? It does not replace the green ones, the old ones. I keep both on hand, but to be able to get tiles out with that sharp little end bit there and to force out pins and axles with that little bit, and to be able to get off a jumper because it's that design, the angle's different, it's narrower, so you can actually get it between the tiles. It's great. So this one and the old one together, you can take apart and conquer the world. There's that part. Color, that's light gray. Why can't I find them? Slow. There's one, half buried. There's the other one. Also half buried. Spooky spiderweb. Minutes to Comic-Con. I'm sure there's plenty of other people counting down to it. So when it opens, I won't be able to get in. That's interesting. Couple of keys. Pop those off the sprue. Castle's awful small. There's not much to it. This finished building before I really evaluate that, but a $60 price tag. Kind of expected more. At least nothing is going to be dwarfed by the dragon that's supposed to be sitting on it. Red potion. Green potion. And I let my tea get cold. I always do that. Oh, it looks like a Bunsen burner. Anyone's joining from the UK? PG tips. That I like good cold. I won't pause to go make more. I'll muscle through, I suppose. Spot check. Haven't messed it up too bad yet. Don't you hate on one of those really big sets? You make like a fundamental error really early on, especially like an old big Technic set. I think I was making the mobile crane. Yeah, the big one with like the 8 tires, the huge crane. Put that together and realized that I had somehow messed up the front end. I didn't realize it until it came time to put the seats in or a door on or something like that. I had to take like all kinds of it apart to put it back together again. Clearly that was done many years ago, and it still hurts. Okay. Coming down to the wire, Lego fans. Now, for the first time ever, I'm going to open some treasure. I should keep a pair of scissors on hand to do this. And dump it in the chest. Treasure. And that gets capped. Put it there. There. Some of the venerable headlamp brick. Make sure I got this all right before I put that on. Looks pretty good. There's our progress so far. Let's actually fold down in front to gain access to it. Have to wonder about the security level of spiderwebs as a door. But when you're an evil wizard, I suppose you do what you want. "5 minutes to Comic-Con. I actually might be done with this one by then. New parts. More scary spikes. Ooh, speaking of scary. Interesting construction method there. For some reason it starts with a arch and then you add the side pieces underneath it. Oh, we're so close. Sight is more than I could kick. I like these little slopes. 1x2. Put that in there. I don't know why. I don't even recall actually ever using one, but for some reason I have an affinity for them. A little mini catapult. Again, a reminder not to put your friend's eyes out. I come up from a generation that had stuff that shot and then didn't. I was amongst the children who were robbed of the opportunity to have Boba Fett properly shoot like it was supposed to. And we connect our two pieces here. And we're done. And we got a lot of extra parts. Somewhere there's supposed to be a spider on here, I guess. I don't know where he goes. I'll put him here. Yeah, quite the pile of extra parts. I'll tilt down so you can see it. Look at all that stuff. Extra barbs, unless I really messed that up somehow. I don't see anywhere else they would be. I don't see more barbs on the box. Interesting. Quite a few extra. 1 minute to Comic Con. So we have our dragon. Yes, I know it's time to register for Comic Con. And we have our damsel in distress. Put her in a cage up here. We have our evil wizard. We have our knight in shining armor, who's clearly here to find his woman. We have a catapult to do some serious damage. We have a knight to guard, evil knight, and we've got a minion because somebody needs to push the catapult. There it is. Oh. Dragon Mountain. That's it. Thank you all for joining me for another live build, and we will see you next time. Bye.